Hello, everybody. I am excited to be here. We are about to do the April Q&A, and it's April Fool's Day. We are no fools. We are magical beings, and I just really invite you to be a part of this Q&A, fully present. I'm going to ground us first. So for those of you who are catching the replay, hashtag replay. For those of you who are live, wonderful. If you've got questions and you haven't submitted them, feel free to put them onto the into the. I just noticed something that I want to delete. There we go. If hey, Sarah's there. Hi, everybody. Okay, so let's take a moment to ground first of all. So taking that breath, asking our mind, body, and soul to do whatever it needs to do to feel connected, feel supported, and be open to receiving and sharing. Asking to be open with no expectations, no limitations. Being okay with the outcome. Recognizing that I am the outcome as well. Love that. I am also going to bring us up on my phone and see if I can follow along. If anybody asks any questions there that I might happen to miss. I don't even need to mute that. Perfect. Good. Okay. So I'm going to start with the questions that I've got in the post in Soulful Empowerment, and we'll go from there. So the first one is from Catherine Serrano. Catherine, I'm just going to put down on here that this is literally 1 minute in. And hopefully you understand that. We've been doing some translating back and forth, so we'll see how it goes back and forth. She's Spanish. So her question is really about connecting with her recently departed husband. So just energetically clearing all of us, past, present, and future, those of us who are present, those who watch the replay, those who will be affected by the replay and are watching this. Oh, creating clear pathways for the questions and answers as well. Also, too, if anything resonates with you with regards to the questions, feel free to adopt that as something for yourself as well. So, Catherine, just connecting with your husband. It's so interesting because I can feel him energetically here. And for myself, this is where passed away loved ones does come in or is on that side. And he's showing me a white flower. It's one flower, and it's a fair size. So he's offering this flower to you, and from there it turned into a dove. So I offer that to you, and hopefully you'll be able to understand that. And maybe what I'll do is I'll just write it in the comments so that you can translate it. Saw your loved one. He is presenting you with a large white flower, which then became a dove. There we go. Okay. Beautiful. Okay, so Alejandra. Hi, Sandra. How are you? Can I ask, what does Spirit want me to know? What does Spirit want me to know? Let me just see if I've got that. This is answered 3 minutes in. If you guys are watching and you have any questions, feel free to write them down. Hi, Leslie. Okay, so Alejandra asks, can I ask, what does Spirit want me to know? So I'm feeling the energy of a canoe, and it's literally right in front of me. So a canoe is definitely far more stable than a kayak or some sort of little floaty thing. So I'm feeling like there's some stability that's happening around you right now, and you're really being asked to be aware of that stability and where it's coming from so that you can lean into that a little bit more. If you're doing work with yourself, then that's leaning into really understanding yourself a lot more. But there's this beautiful canoe, and it's stationary in the water. It's not moving backwards. It's not moving forwards. It's literally right there. So it just feels like there's a lot of stability going on. And you may not be aware of that. That's why Spirit is bringing it up for you to notice right now. Beautiful. Thank you, Alejandra. Okay. So Carolina asks about her career path. This is 4 minutes in. Wow, I'm getting a real sense. It was so interesting because when I closed my eyes for Alejandra, that canoe was right there, front and present, very, very, very obvious to me. For you, Caroline, I energetically felt this downward slope and this into this area that felt not frightening, but it felt dark and unclear, I guess would be the words I would use. So there's something about getting clear with yourself is what's coming up. It's getting clear with yourself about what do you want on your career path. I recently did this with a client, and she was to write down 50 items that she really wanted to have. And that doesn't necessarily mean in your career path, but it definitely hones in on what you want. If you like being outdoors, if you like working around people, if you don't like doing math, really make it clear on this piece of paper or on the computer, wherever you're putting your notes or in your cell phone, 50 items that you would really like to have or you dislike. Okay, that will help to hone in that pathway. And it's really interesting because I don't know if you've ever seen, how do I describe this? It feels almost like a slide. So it's like literally coming out of here, and I can just feel it going like that. Like it's coming out of this area. So it's something to do with personal truth, something to do with current day energy, and it's literally going down and swooping across. It's really difficult to describe what that looks like, isn't it? I don't even have a piece of paper or something I could show you that with. Anyway, in my telling you about it though, I can feel how, with the writing of this, I can feel how it's actually coming up and it's becoming clearer to you. Okay. So, because of the broadness of your question, that was the best that, it's been shown to me. Okay. Beautiful. Feel free to write in the comments if you have any questions. Anybody else? So, Melody, 7 minutes in. There we go. What blocks are coming up what blocks are coming up to my desired outcome, and what is the best way for me to move through? Ooh, we just did some beautiful work around that. It is, I'm finding my way. Isn't that interesting that the word way came up in this question that you asked 7 hours ago, and that statement came up for you today? I am finding my way. I love that. So what blocks are coming up to my desired outcome, and what is the best way for me to move through? It's interesting because I spoke about you starting to recognize you as Melody, and it's you have this identity of Melody the mom, and you're being asked to start to identify with Melody who you are and stepping into the energy of that. So the block is this, where you may be consistently stepping into the energy of always being the mom. And that's what we were talking about earlier today too, was boundaries. So that boundary might be what is coming up for you, Melody, to assist you in moving towards that desired outcome. Because I don't personally know what the desired outcome is per se here, but given what our conversation was this morning, this energetically is what I'm being shown. So I'll read the question again. What blocks are coming up to my desired outcome, and what is the best way for me to move through? It's that stop, recognize if you're there as the mom or as Melody. Be okay presenting yourself as Melody. You don't always have to be the mom, even with your kids. You don't always have to be the mom. Okay. And what is the best way for me to move through? I am finding my way. Okay. Beautiful. Lupe. Hello, beautiful. You are. If anybody has any questions, feel free to ask them in the comments. And if anything that's coming through the other people's questions resonates with you, then there's a message there for you as well. So Lupe says, hello, Sandra. Thank you so much. I currently feel blocked and repeating the same patterns, especially with money. What do I need to know? How can I move forward? I love this. There was a what's the word I'm looking for? There is a Dee Wallace video. Dee Wallace, I'm going to write her name in the comments under you there. And her video on YouTube is called Money. It's a really interesting, very short video. I think it's only about 12 minutes long, and it kind of shows how much energy money actually does have. And that was a real game changer for me when I recognized that. Moving forward, another thing as well that I'm going to offer you is the Arigato, your money. If you look that up on YouTube as well, that's another piece that's really, really great because it's that treating the money back and forth. Caroline, I see you just joined and you just missed your reading, so you'll have to go back and have a listen. I wrote in the comments there that it was 4 minutes in. Okay, Caroline? Okay, so Lupe, that I currently feel blocked and repeating the same patterns, especially with money. What do I need to know? How can I move forward? So you were first of all offered Dee Wallace's video on YouTube around money, and then there's another YouTube video called Arigato, and it's the Arigatoing your money. A beautiful, beautiful one. So there's those two, and bear with me here a minute here. Okay, thank you. You are being asked to imagine your little you playing in money. So create a meditation or go into a meditative space and imagine your little you is actually playing with the money and what that looks like. Okay, beautiful. I love that. Joan, I'm going to be at the end of the questions, and that'll be it, you guys. So if you have questions, you better ask them. So Joan's question is asked 11 minutes in, and you're welcome, Caroline. I think I said that already, didn't I? Hi, Sandra. Can you tell me what my guides want me to know? And thank you so much. Oh, you know what? There's something really magical about your horses right now. I really feel like I could see them, and you're at the fence, outside of the fence. You're outside of the fence. The one on the when you're facing them, the one on that comes to you on the left hand is actually facing you, and the one that is on the right hand actually has its hind quarters to you. I feel throat chakra stuff coming up right now as well. So there's something about recognizing it's either the relationship with the horses or the relationship that they each have with you, and where you're creating that relationship with yourself. Wow, that was very potent. What an interesting question that one was, and what came up for you. I love it. So that was all the answers there. Let me go over to the live video in this manner and see if there's nothing there other than Caroline's comment. Okay, well, if nobody else has any questions, I guess we're done. That's going to be one of the fastest Q&As I think I've done in a long time. For those of you who are curious, I am doing a workshop tomorrow. It's called Embrace the Magic. It's the inner child, uniting inner child and dragon together. It's a workshop. It's tomorrow afternoon. It will be fed live into here. Many of you may have registered already. I think we've got a beautiful 46 people who've registered for it, so I'm absolutely loving that. It's a really great opportunity to learn a little bit more about your inner child and your inner dragon, so you can experience whatever that means, right? What else? And if you want to know about that, if you want to sign up for that, so you can actually be in the Zoom room with us, which is definitely something I would love to have. You can go to sandrapelli.com/events, and that'll come up in there for you, okay? I just told you there. Beautiful, Caroline. sandrapelli.com/events, and that'll bring you right to the sign up page. No fee. You just get to be there. Come on to the Zoom, and I will be sending out an email later today and one tomorrow morning as well that talks a little bit more about it. And feel free if you have any questions for the workshop. Then that will be included in the email that goes out as well. Beautiful. Okay, so for the rest of you, thank you guys all so much, for each and every one of you for being here. I am feeling very energized. I didn't sleep really at all last night, and I actually had to personally take care of myself this morning, meaning that I was unable to go to one of my personal calls. But I've been showing up. I've been showing up the rest of the day. So I think that's what's important, right? I feel really good right now. I feel really good right now. And I pass that beautiful energy on to each of you. So take a moment to take a breath and feel the magic. And you can start with feeling my magic if you like, because I am willingly sharing it with you. And I invite you to share with me your beautiful magic. I can feel how magical you are because remember, I can see the incredible you. So witness for yourself how incredible you are and the magical being that you are. Feel the energy and the frequency of that. And walk through the rest of today in that frequency. Okay? You guys are magical. Thank you so much. Take care, everyone.